Hello, ladies and gents. I'm the Rev, and this is Indie Contact. Welcome back to number 31. We're still playing with Elite Dangerous, and I thought we'd start out with looking at a few of the new Asteroid space stations. So I pulled a couple up, researched them, and right now I'm sitting at Warrenus, and that is located in the Lav sector, and I thought I'd pick some. Both of these are pretty close that we're going to look at today. There you go. And then you can see it's got this funky little look to it here. So that's how you can tell if there is a asteroid base. So that's one of them. So let us go and see what it looks like on the inside. Oh.
Request approved. Make your way to landing pad 26.
Really? So someone has an Asian accent in the future. Wouldn't we all kind of just be speaking the same at this point, you'd think? I don't know. All right. So let's look through. There we go. Can't even fly the ship in straight. How funny. Woo! Whoa! Oh, that's hard on the eyes. Woo! Watch out. Ooh, nice and pretty. Look at that. It looks like, it's like partially complete, like they're just working on them. All right, so what we got up here? Same kind of thing. So you can see all kinds of construction and crap going on. Right on. That's interesting looking. So, when it comes to the asteroid bases, just like regular bases, some you can't even land on. Some are have so some have outfitting, some have a full boat of everything that you could possibly want, and it just all depends on the station. Because I so far been able to see about 12 different ones that I've looked at. Well, I've looked at coordinates, and I don't know, maybe we'll check out a few more tomorrow. But part of the reason, along with this, and what we're going to do after we check out these asteroid bases, because I wanted to look at them, was we're going to be checking out the high G world, seeing if we can land on it. Since I nose planted yesterday, I thought, you know what? Let's try and redeem myself, and we're going to land on a high G world that's close. And the reason I'm saying that, again, it feeds into the passenger lounge and mission boards and all these new things that you can do. So a lot of the passenger missions, from talking to my buddies, they're telling me that a lot of them, they like you to land on high G worlds. And that means landing, not slamming into the ground. Like we did yesterday on a normal one. So anyways, to get said passenger missions, you just, any base, it has passenger lounge. You go in there. And to get the passenger modules to put into your ships, you have to go to basically most of the high-tech sectors have them. Let's see. In Love and Fragmented are a couple of easy ones. Here, I'll pull those up on the map in a sec. Anyway, so depending on what module you put in your ship, be it economy, business class, or first class, you have various missions. But this is where people start really pulling down some money, right? 16 million, 2 million, 131 million. Wow, where the hell does that go? Hostage may be sent against you. So what, is it just a one-way trip? Oh, no, I'm sorry, 131,000. Woo. Ooh, I need to read a little better. Anyways, yeah. But let's see, the 16 million one. And this is a good one because it says, you know, it's got all these traits. So you can't be scanned at all. And you're just, it looks like you're just going to the Blue Hapu system, 12,000 light years away. Or, I'm sorry, 12,000 light years away. That's a pretty good jump, but depending on the ship, 6 passenger count, business. Actually, I was just at a station 2. I could do this one pretty easily. Especially in my ASP, because I have my ASP set up to do smuggling missions. And smuggling missions basically means getting into ports and dodging authorities and interdictions and all kinds of fun things like that. But right now, this is like the bee's knees from what I hear when it comes to making money. So let's see. But of course, you've got to have the requirements met. You've also got to be, let's see, what part here? So I would have to have 2 open spots for first class. And what's this one? Unfazed by danger, secretive, being scanned will greatly reduce passenger satisfaction. Oh, by the way, if you are ever trying to get into a station, don't use the auto dock. Fly in by yourself, otherwise you will be scanned. Just a little heads up. You'll be attacked, indifferent to illegal actions you perform while on board. So I wonder where you got to fly into. That's only 100 light years. Economy, 7 criminals. Anyways, interesting. So, and then what it looks like when it comes to the passenger cabins, because you can't buy them everywhere. Like I said, you need to find high-tech systems, and I got a couple of them here. We'll hit up on the map in a sec. I want to show you guys what the passenger module looks like. Eventually, here we go. Okay, so we go to optional internals, and it'll be where normally you'd throw something like your shields, right? Let's see, browse. And then it will say, and this, I didn't think the station had it. It'll say passenger cabins over here, and they go up from, what is it? Oh, I think it was 2E where you can do just a couple. So if you want to start running missions early, all the way up to 6. And the 6 are the like first class presidential. You use them on the biggest ships. I think like the Orca and some of those things. So, and okay, so map wise, okay, what were they called? Oh, I've got so many areas. There we go. There's one. So in the Brizit, can't even pronounce it, system, if you go to the Feynman, Feynman, I guess, terminal. They have passenger cabins there. That was one. And again, it's nice. It's in the bubble, right? If we pull out here. Oh, I don't have a thing set up to show the bubble. Anyways, that's what all this is all in the bubble. I don't ever do the Galactic sides, you know, where it's Federation and whatever. I don't screw around with that. Don't see a point in it. Okay, and then there was this one. Where is it? Ah, this is where I left. There's a ship that I was working on. And it is because supposedly they did some messing around with the Diamondbacks. And they're supposed to make really good jump ships. So I was looking at it, and if I can get a good jump range on it, it'd be a good one to do the high class passengers, first class passengers, because it has a 6 module I think you can use, a 5 and a 6, or 2 6s, something like that. So Surrey Park is where you would go here to get to more passenger cabins. And both of them have a different selection. So it's just like all the other stations. You never know what you're going to get. You know, heaven forbid there was some, you know, consistency throughout the game. No, everything's different. So there we go. All right. So where is the other asteroid base? Oh, okay. And let's see. That was one. Where is the other one? Oh, here it is. So this one is... Oh, I haven't even gotten here yet. Okay. Well, we're going to plot a route and we're going to go find this one. I have the station, the number... The Harvard base. Oh, well, all that means is we're going to have to refuel on the way because we've got a few jumps ahead of us, but not that far. Let's see. We are looking at 8 jumps. Too bad it doesn't say what the total location jump is from. Actually, it would, wouldn't it? So yeah, we got a little bit of a jump and run here. But come on, get down there. Oh, I could just do that again, I suppose. Okay, so we are looking at just under 300 light years to jump. No problem. Oh, helps when I hit the right damn key. Dark Star once. I don't know. I have all kinds of various friends on this. I never remember who's all what until I talk to them. But okay, so
Ship is released. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
yeah, and that big beam right there. Holy shit. I don't recommend boosting out of a bay like that, but eventually you will, if you're new to the game, get used to it. I mean, once
wishes you a good journey.
a lot of it depends on how busy the base is and things of this nature. You got a little bug there where it keeps saying auto dock in progress. But it's all good. So I'll give you guys a crash course in jumping and learning how to use the fuel scoop. Because before you could easily get these upgrades, on 32 light years of jump, I went all the way to Jacquet Station. Whew, that's a lot of jumps. But you can tell that we did the jump screen here. So, depending on where your next jump coordinates come in and how good of a scoop you have, you always want to stay outside this yellow line. Otherwise, you'll get spun out and your heat will go through the ceiling. Also, and keep in mind I do have a 6A fuel scoop on this bad boy. You also, where it says heat, you don't want your heat getting too much over 75, but once it drops out of the 60s, you can jump. You see it went right to 64, but I mean, if you look in the just to the right of the flashing little blue rectangle, it says 64%. That's the heat. Whoops. Anyways, so normally you'll slow down depending, like I said, on the size of your fuel scoop. If you have an A-class, big enough one for your ship, you'll zip them as fast as I did. And then it's always about trying to cut the shortest distance to get your jump going the fastest as possible. So in this one, just like that, and you'll see I got my little D scanner going because every time you're making jumps, you should always have that. So I just got 28 new ones, or 28. In other words, it's a good scan. We just wait until we hit the just under 60. Anything over 60, depending on what you jump into next, you could cook yourself, but that's why you should always, if you're doing a lot of jumping, have the little heat what do they call them? Little heat thing that you can hit a button and it kicks all your heat out. I can never remember the name of the stupid things. But needless to say, I don't have one on this ship. Just because I didn't want the weight, because putting the passenger cabin on this, they do weigh a lot. Depending on how and what you get. The class, the better the class, the lighter the weight. But it can get up to 30, 40, 50, 60 tons. So again, it's a question of the size of your ship, what you want to do, and how quick you can get there. So it's not that difficult. So always, if I'm going too fast, you guys, I leave anything out, throw down something there in the old live chat. If you guys enjoy what I'm doing, please hit up the old donation thing, whether it be super chat, whatever. I tell you, I took a look at my AdSense today, and we're doing great on views, but man, the ad revenue from the boycott is killing YouTubers. But what can you do? You can see even after that pretty good jump there. No worries, man. But yeah, I had this thing up to 45, 46 for the my jump radius. I went and farmed just a little bit more, did a little more scans after our thing yesterday, and got a decent jump range on it. Good enough. It's around 45, 46. I mean, I can get anywhere I need to, pretty much. I don't have the patience to do much more farming than that. There's too many things to see and do. But you can also see sure, it looks like they've done more work graphically, especially with the suns and the various suns. Some of that, though, is depending on what your graphics card will let you handle. So, but yeah, those long jumps are not fun. But again, it's a great way to make great money. You know, if you're going to go exploring, just make sure you've got your scanners all set up. And be ready for a long, somewhat relaxing, depending on how you get, where you jump, where do you have shields, things of that nature. Biggest danger about exploration is when you come back, because you'll be in a ship that's, made for exploration. It's not made for combat. And boy, if you get interdicted and you've got a couple of $1 million worth of scans, That is one of the reasons why I tend to just play in solo, because I don't have the patience for that kind of crap. You know, if the game was free to play, cool, you can make everybody play in open. It's not. So, and, you know, it's funny if you look at the numbers of people playing open versus solo or in private groups. I don't know if the open anymore is a big enough percentage, but you never know. Those numbers, it's hard to get real numbers and things flex back and forth. But anyways, everybody's different. Everybody should be able to enjoy the game the way they want. So, I'm not. Why would I slow down? Oh, that's why, because... Oh, nope. Wait a minute. We gotta jump out of here. Okay, that was weird. Tell me to slow down when I still got one more jump. And this is the jump to where we're going. Oop, too hot. There we go. Anarchy. Press J to abort. So, anarchy systems, which means we could get interdicted, means there's no law. And if there is law, it's very sketchy. But it's a good place to get different types of mats for upgrades. So, like a lot of the real early ones, you need to sit like around the I can't think. How do you pronounce that word? Okay, so we're just gonna fly out into nothing here until we have to compromise nav beacon. Okay. Slow way the hell down. Where is that? Yeah, let's go to that. I think, because if we scan that, I think it opens up the whole system. I don't know. It's been so long since I've tried to do this. But yeah, you can do it this way. You can scan it this way, or you can go every planet if you have a scanner for it, and scan the planets yourself. But since this area has already been thoroughly scanned by everybody, yeah, you're not going to get a whole lot. Wait a minute, or did I just need to drop that scan? Nope, a whole bunch of unexplored stuff. So if I'm wrong, it's okay. We'll figure it out. Come on, you stupid thing, get in there. I can really slow down your attitude. Oh man, it's killing me here. Oh. See, and that's one thing I find hard with Elite Dangerous, for me at least. Some of it is I like to constantly be challenged to go from thing to thing to thing to thing. And there's a lot of this, a lot of dead space where you're just waiting. Understand? That's the way the game is, the way the physics works, yada, yada, yada. But that's why I like games like Everspace. Because that's go, go, go. Woohoo, hold on, wee. And we're going to drop. Look, shouldn't be too bad here. Was that the nav beacon right? I mean, that just went right by us. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. Scan this. Hopefully nobody attacks us. Also a good place to do scanning. Because, yeah, this thing doesn't. Okay. Ta-da! There we go. Now we need to go to...
Scan detected.
Okay. Let's try that. Oh, everybody's scanning me. Oh, hopefully nobody shoots at me. Oh, there it is. Okay. And...
Scan detected.
Oh, yes, something else to keep in mind. if you don't want to be screwed with,
Shift drive charging.
oh, someone big's next to me. Don't fly around with a bunch of crap in your hold. That'll cut down on your getting interdicted.
Drive charging.
So,
4,
another little tip. If you got a lot of jumping to do, try not to carry a bunch of crap. Unless you're doing community goals, that's different. So, but, you know, it's all different. It's all good. Well, last week I was having problems with my video software. This week it seems to be working just fine. The OBS stuff. More likely than not, it was because of that damn Windows update. I don't know about you guys, if you guys have had to do that. Their game center and all that. I just turned all that crap off. Because that's what it is. I mean, I looked at all the tech channels. Didn't see a whole lot of benefit to any of it. I already use and have a bunch of... I mean, I have this thing as optimized as I can get it. And never saw the point in that. Yeah, I mean, Windows. That's a sore subject. But it is all good. Of course, you always want to start slowing down once you hit 400 light seconds out. Otherwise, you can and will overshoot your target, and you have to try and do evasive maneuvers to slow down, if you even can. But I don't know if there are any out there that have hit these new bases up yet. If not, if you've had a chance to try to land on any of the new high G worlds. Because that kind of crap is always fun. But it should be fine. The question is, where is the station? Is it, what side of the rings is the station on? Oh, I hate that. Because it looks like it's on this side. We could be wrong. I go up far enough to be able to tell. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So everybody is coming in from the top. All right. Another good way to figure out the best way to go at it is just, you know, do like I did. Sit off to one side and look to see how the ships are coming in. This is cool. It's in frickin' the planet's rings. Now, most of the planet's ring things, these things you can do hard land right into them. I should say a hard, I guess, a release from Super Cruise, or in other words, you just fly straight. You don't try to disengage. But I wouldn't recommend it with an asteroid base. This should be interesting. Because that first one was kind of just sitting out by itself, you know? So. But, depending on if you guys, what you guys think of all the fun asteroid stuff, we'll do that tomorrow. Whoa! Come on. That's some glitchy SOB. Okay. We'll make sure we drop out. Hey, there it is. So, you know...
Lakon, Charlie, Alpha, Papa, you may access this station by submitting a prior request.
Oh, and this one's from Britain, it sounds like. Or British. There we go.
Docking request approved. Plot route for approach to landing pad 22.
There we go. Ooh-wee. Where are we going? Seriously, where is he going? Where's the autodock sending me? Yeah, is it me or does it seem like it's not sending us in the right direction? What is this thing doing? What is it doing? Okay, so we'll just turn it off. That's freaking weird. I've never had one just dive out in another direction. Nah, it wouldn't be a bug though, right? Has to be pilot error. So landing pad 22, all right. Weird. That's the first time I've had that happen. But it's all good. I do apologize. My landing's not that good because it's not something I do very often because I'd rather use the thing. Like I said, I'm usually doing other things. But this is very interesting looking. You know, the one good thing about this is it sure shouldn't be hard to find the entrance. Because, yeah, sometimes, you know, like on those cubes, man, I always had problems. I would be, whoops. There you go, mine pretty much lined up, I think so. Let's see. You always want to make sure you keep your speed under 100 because anything over 100 and you want it killing somebody or damaging a ship bad enough it blows up, you'll blow up. Right, there we go. I see it. Now this is where not having a HOTAS really is evident. There we go. Looks like it's level. But that is the easiest way to do it that I know of.
Mountain gear deployed.
Just creep forward a touch. There we go. So if any of you haven't mastered landing yet, oh, why you gotta be that way, huh? And you can land hard. I know I have. But this one,
Contact confirmed. Engaging docking restraints. Station facilities are...
whoops. Yeah, page down. That's okay. There we go. It would appear that this asteroid base is the same as the others. I don't know. I'll have to look around and see if I can find some of those other bases. I know they've got other bases. Different types. Shipyards. Maybe we'll go look at the shipyards. Give you guys an idea. Yes, flying an asp. Just because it's the most easiest all around one that I know of. Whoop, there we go. But that is the way the... If you guys are wondering why the camera movements are jerky, it's because I've got a real crappy old controller I'm using because kind of broke. But you do what you can with what you got. So, alrighty. So, we got outfitting. This one actually has a shipyard in it. Hauler, Adder, Cobra, Transporter. Ah, nothing good. Ship transfer. So that's my little combat vulture. These are all just little ones I have now. The really, oh my God, 64 million. Wow. That's the one I have out at Jacquet Station. I left out there because never knew what was going to happen with all of the various alien stuff going on. Okay. And where is... I thought it was in this first part. Sorry guys, I'm looking here for my little thing I did for the high G world. I'm not... Man, I just... You know, when I was looking for something else, it was real easy to find. Never fails. Never fails. There we go. That's where we wanted to go next. And that's another 400 light years from where we are. ACEACHENAR is the name of the system. And that... So... Achenar 3... Whew, is the fun one here. Now, let's see. It is 6.73 gravity. And we got 0.68. 1 point... What was that? 1.4. So... And that one's too small. And then we got a whole bunch of cool stations here. But this is a good one to get to do maybe, you know, practice runs and stuff on. I suggest always go to the station first in case you do slam into the if you have any issues and you do like slamming into the ground and your ship blows up, you don't have to go all the way back from wherever you came from to get there in the first place. You'll just respawn right at that station. So that's why you always want to make sure whenever you go to a new station that you're, or a new area, that if there's a station, you want to at least jump in, jump right out, like we did here. So if something happened between here and the next base, then
Docking coupler disengaged. Your way is cleared for departure.
then we would respawn here, I guess. Whoa. But good thing about these asteroid bases is there's hardly any ships around them. That's what it seems like. There we go. Just got to get out of our mass locked. Yeah, but I would think we've got to get away from these asteroids. The asteroids are big enough. They have enough. Yeah, they have. Looks like they have enough mass to keep it from you jumping, just like a big ship would. So. But it's all good. We'll get there quick enough. Just like leaving a high-res sign. Unfortunately, we're not going at a straight angle up, but would you make it faster? Oh, you're killing me, stupid game. Come on. See? Should have done that to begin with. Okay. So we got a few jumps. But that is cool to have that little writing now right above charging. That wasn't there before the commanders, I don't think. Just tells you what you're jumping into the next system, which is always nice. But yeah, this thing though only needs a few real small adjustments to turn into an explorer. Just drop weight, add gas tanks. That seemed to work real well when I was going to the Jacquet station.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
It's all good. And it's the ASP Explorer, not the ASP Scout.
4, 3,
Um,
1. Engage.
I prefer the ASP Explorer personally, but you know, everybody's got different tastes. Just from, as you know, a YouTuber that does research and running around and oh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, those purple ones are bad. You don't want to get too close to those. You'll blow up.
4, 3.
Some of them can be real dangerous to stars when you jump in, so it's just best to immediately steer away from them. Better be safe than sorry. But so a few things I would recommend if you are going to go to a high G planet is make sure that you have the power to do so. In other words, that you're probably going to be rocking Class A, I would think, thrusters, or close to. Something that's got a lot of power, maybe something that's been modified.
Frameshift drive.
Make sure your power systems and your distributor, all the various things can handle it. And then it's a question more of patience and angle than speed. So if you're going to be doing it, make sure you give yourself plenty of time. You know, you're not, oh, I need to get this mission done and go. Now you don't want to do that, you'll slam into the ground. But shouldn't be too difficult. Hopefully, we'll see. I've landed on high G planets before. Just to see if I could. And it was pretty much what I thought it was. So, at the same time, like everyone else, I have bounced off my fair share as well. As I figured out the... Because one of the things is your controller, right? And how much sensitivity you have with your thrusters. And what I use doesn't have a whole lot of sensitivity, as you guys can see. And it... so it takes a little finagling to get things down in one piece. But that's the goal. I think we can do it. But it all depends. I don't know. Other thing I'm real tempted to do is to see if I can go get abducted by aliens, you know, where they yank you on a
Fuel scooping complete.
hyperspace. But that depends. Whoop, too hot. Because, you know, I'm part of a Facebook group that has a bunch of stuff with Elite, and it was maybe a week ago, people were talking about getting interdicted so many times they couldn't even get out of the systems. So, and the same thing would happen. They get interdicted. They'd go through that cutscene of the ship. I still haven't seen any of those cutscenes yet live. I've seen them, you know, on YouTube like everybody else, but I haven't done it, but I don't know, something to think about. To do on the old YouTubes. Other thing I was thinking about doing is going checking out that generation ship that they recently found. That would be pretty cool. Sure, I'm doing my scanner. Even I forget. You get into a rhythm with jumping. And you start forgetting that you should be... Oh, well. You should always be hitting that. Just in case. Good habit to be into. Because it's always making money for you, so... If I remember at the station when we stop at it, I'll show you guys where my cartographies are. Because all I've done is just jump basically around inside the bubble. So... Here in the last 24 hours since the last stream. And I think I showed in the last stream I didn't have any cartography stuff, so... But... I would try to test some things out. But some stuff I want to do live, like finding that other station we just did. That was cool. Whee! Uh-oh, we almost there. I don't know, this new one kind of almost gives me this feeling like... if you ever been on a roller coaster and you have, like a sudden drop and you don't realize, you don't see it coming, and you get that little drop in your stomach, it's kind of what it makes me feel like. But I don't know. Everybody responds differently. I also learned that if you watch the center of the screen and keep your eyes there, so no matter how a person's turning or anything else, and you focus on the center of the screen, you won't get any of the motion sickness. At least I don't. Because before I used to look at all over the screen and what's going on here, there. Now I always try and look at the center of the screen. Even when I'm flying, I do the same thing. So, but maybe that's just me. Everybody's different. Ooh, white star. Whew, filled up fast. Oh, it's a little distance out there to that dock. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Yeah, I wonder if this is one of the set zones or something. Set areas. Because I don't ever remember coming here before, scanning. Because I know there's a whole bunch of stuff that's, already scanned out that you can get, and then there's just multiple things you'll hit as you're jumping in between systems, because there's so many, 11 billion systems or something? I don't know. There's a lot. There is a lot. But as always, like I say, if you guys have any questions, hopefully I can answer them. If you want to check out different kinds of ships, I did put my old ship guide for Elite Dangerous. And the whole reason, if you guys are curious why I stepped away, is because when they put in the engineers, it was such a grind fest that I was like, I don't have time for this crap. So now it's not too bad. I mean, I can spend a couple of hours, farm what I need. Seems like that, it's much better. But I know I watch some YouTubers and the patience they have for this crap, I just do not possess. But everyone is different. At the same time, like I said, there is so much going on. I'm not sure how many days we'll do this week, but I knew it was at least going to be a few. So, but I did get my hands on some new press copy. Ooh, a new space game. Oh, not going to tell you what it is, though. You're going to have to wait and see if I put it up tomorrow or the day after, or shit, just subscribe. Then you're good. It'll pop up in your feed. As soon as I've gone through and tested it, made sure that it's got enough stable content. Depending on how much content there is. I don't remember if it's an early access game or not. I don't think so. But Well, that's kind of a weird spot. Oh, it's on that outer ring. Okay. Whoop. Jeez. Man, I need to get a better controller for this game. That's the other thing that drives me nuts. I would really like to get a better controller for this game, but can't afford it. But it's all good. Where there's a will, where there's a way. That's why when I do guides and things like that, I don't do them live. I do lots and lots of takes and edits until I find one that works. I just don't want to cut inside that gravity well there. Should be okay. Yeah, we'll just pop in here real quick, turn around, and then go hit that high G planet. So I think the high G planet's a lot closer than I think. Alrighty, hello Jones Dock. Let's try this again. Zoop. There we go, no throttle. And I have to remember to turn it back on. Alright, see if it works this time. This is the reason why I like using, one of the reasons I like using the auto dock. It gives you a chance to look at everything else.
Scan detected.
Doop, 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 doop. And I think that there to the right is where we're going next. But let's see what this station has to offer.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, so what do we got going on in this one? And we'll refuel. Has a passenger lounge. Two tourists seeking transport. It's got a nice selection. So this is one of the reasons, I guess, everybody was talking about how Frontier is really pushing the passenger missions. You can just see 5, 10, 15, 26. Jeez. So there we go. Cartography. So let's see how much money we made, because I've been jumping around a whole bunch. Well, it's $250,000 right there. First page. Oh, okay, one page. Still, so just jumping around inside the bubble, you know. Made a pretty good chunk. Keep getting these messages. This is also something I've been seeing, which is weird. Reputation change. What is this? Good day, Commander. I'm pleased to inform you that your reputation status... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because I just turned on all that stuff there. Okay. You know, I've been getting a lot more little weird mission things. So, all right. Well, that's where we're going to go next. Yep, I was right. It's this big-ass planet here to the right. So, we'll launch and we'll see about trying to land on it. I'm going to try and land in, on the light side. A light side, I should say. But
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
and the fun part might be having to... whoop, come on. There we go. whether it'll let us actually jump towards this. Let's see.
Shield drive charging.
Sure looks like it. So,
3,
as soon as it does,
1.
we'll start working on our angle here, which is nice and shallow. And you make sure you slow the hell down. That's one of the big things too. Make sure you're not going in fast and hot, and make sure that your angle is shallow. Oh, what's this? Unidentified signal. Ooh, degraded emissions detected. So, going into those are awesome because that's where I have found a whole bunch of scan data. I found, you'll find like a blown up ship and you scan a portion of it, and it's one of the things that engineers need. Then there is, oh, it's not saying the angle yet, huh? Because the last thing you want to do is come down like this. That's bad. You want to keep it almost like you're skimming it, about a 25 to 30 degree angle. You're going to want the angle more and more shallow, the heavier the G worlds. I think there's a 9.96 is one of the heaviest ones. It's way out there. My buddy told me about it. Oh, what is it? HD148937. You got to do some finagling to get out there.
Mental flight engaged.
All right, so we need to go just a little higher. There we go. So we want to keep it around 25. Oh, so I was wrong. No, so you want to go 25-30. So you want to keep it shallow, not 25. 25-20, not 25-30. I flipped the numbers in my head. Anyways. And then I always put the throttle to 0 because you're going to keep dropping. At the same time, you do need to be careful that, and keep in mind that in the high G worlds, you're fighting gravity, and so is your ship. So it's all about taking your time, being safe. Or not. You don't just say F it and slam on in hot and fast. But if you're trying to do passenger missions and make that big money, it might be a little difficult. So you can come in a little steeper than that. There we go. All right, we'll go 25. There we go. 25 hasn't been a problem. I've actually gone in steeper before. I just want to make sure that give you guys a nice, safe landing here. See, we're coming down quick now. Not super quick, but fast enough. Now, I could jump to... No, I'm not going to jump to the map like I did yesterday. We're actually going to land this time. I'm not going to screw around with the hollow me or anything else. And want to... slamming into things. Did nosedive on Farseer base, I think. In case you guys want to check it out, I'm sure I already added that to the playlist when it comes to Indie Contact. So... what is interesting is it keeps pushing my nose up. What is that? Low wake internal security. Oh, okay, so that was a guy blasted out from the surface. Or maybe we can go driving around tomorrow since we're getting close to the end of the stream. We'll speed up just a hair and we'll make it a little more shallow. But maybe we'll ride around on a heavy G. I don't know. I'll test it out, see if it's any fun. It's always interesting with heavy G planets. But we might have to do that at a different time if I want to do that generation ship. I know it's like 22,000 light years or light seconds out from a planet. Light second? Is it light second? I could be wrong. Anyways, I know what to do to get there. So But we'll go in a little bit steeper. Again, always watching your altimeter, which is on the right. It's 200, 19, 17, 16, 15. Now, if that starts going too quick, of course, you're going to want to shallow out. Whoop. Jeez, really? Could you be so this is why I need a HODAS. No, totally lost my train of thought. Anyways, you want to keep it shallow. Say if you start dropping too fast, because that's the biggest thing. The other big mistake I've seen people do is once they do make it down to the surface, you know, and they're kind of going around, when they try to actually land, they don't pay attention with their thrusters and they slam into the ground. So that will be, because my goal is to actually put this thing on the ground, if at all possible. Not slam it into the ground. No promises though. But we're getting there. Slowly, ever so slowly. But we still haven't hit our glide yet. So, and normally when you hit that glide, you definitely want to be careful, because if you're coming in too steep, it'll kick you right out of it, and that means, ooh, are you going to slam hard? So, I'll just start to shallow out a touch. Come on. So, there we go. So dropping from 40 kilometers, looks like. And again, this is the one where you're really going to see the ground coming up fast. You're going to want to make sure you keep your dive shallow. You don't want to keep it too shallow, though, because you'll wind up leaving yourself so high up that it takes you forever to get down to the surface, and then you'll rush and slam into the ground. So it's, you know, always a question of finding that in-between space. At the same time, on high G worlds, you come in too fast, or if you come in, come out our super cruise too close to the ground. Ooh, like we are getting close. There we go. This is good, though. All right, so what's it going to do? So as we just sit here, all right. So you can see right now, as things are going, it's going to be a question of feathering the throttle as we go down, because, again, and on the higher G planets, just, you know, only thing you got to keep in mind is same kind of thing, but it's going to happen faster. So this one's almost 7 Gs, so there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And we'll slow the hell down. Ah, damn it. See, I was coming down too hot and fast for you guys. And that's what happens. Huh? Oh, that is funny. Oh, what would that cost me? 3 million? I don't know. Let's see. 2.5. Ouch. Oh, well. You see, it's that last 1,000 kilometers that'll get you. So, but the whole point in coming here was this. Oh, Mr. Jason Pepper, you feel old as dirt, huh? Well, don't feel bad. At least you're not a crappy pilot like me. Huh? All right, so it's got us turned around all kinds of fun directions. I'm going to work on that.
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Because, I won't make you guys sit through that again, but I am going to work on it. Something for me to play with here. Have a little bit of fun with. So please, like, favorite, and subscribe. Now, all my streams aren't always about what to do. They are about what not to do. And that is exactly... I knew I was coming in too fast, but... I thought I was. But what can you do? Anyways, folks, please like, favorite, and subscribe. Come back tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe we'll check out that generation ship. Who knows? For Indie Contact number 32, as always, I am the Rev. And, of course, this is Elite Dangerous. The Horizons / Commanders 2.3. And, as always, keep your heads down. Your guns up. Try not to hit any planets. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow.